The Baltimore Ravens face off against the Minnesota Vikings in week number 10, and we react to every single play live here on the Locked On Ravens Watch Along.
You are Locked On Ravens, your daily Baltimore Ravens podcast. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
You are Locked On Ravens. Welcome into the show. I'm your host, Kevin Oestreicher of Ravens Wire, here with you on the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day. Thanks so much for being here on this Locked On Ravens Watch Along, making Locked On Ravens a part of your day, your first listen each and every single day. Free and available for you all podcasting platforms, including a video form on YouTube where you can like and subscribe, and an audio form where you can follow along and subscribe as well. Thank you out there to all the everydayers, first-time listeners. If you're somewhere in the middle, thank you as well. We have 5 days a week plus more of Daily Ravens coverage for you whenever you want it and need it here on Locked On Ravens. Big week number 10 matchup. I'm ready to go. I'm fired up. And, man, I'll tell you what. This team, I'm excited for what they have in store. So, Ravens will kick it off. Or, no, the Vikings, actually. Excuse me. We'll kick it off here to the Ravens to start. Justice Hill going to take this one. Who's going to get out around the 30. Oh, that didn't look good. Hopefully Justice is okay. He kind of got rolled up on at the end there. You can tell he's limping a little bit. So here comes Lamar Jackson. We're going to dive into everything here. Whew. I need to find out where did my phone go? I don't know where my phone went. All right, well, 1st and 10. Lamar Jackson, quick screen play to Zay Flowers, who drops the ball. They're going to say that's an incomplete pass, not a backwards pass. That could have been really bad. Wow. All right. Already off to a... Whew, okay. Grenard tipped that ball. So... But that, I mean, they're going to have to use the short passing game as an extension of the run game with the blitzing, with how aggressive Brian Flores' system is. So I get it. Keaton Mitchell on the field. 2nd down, Lamar going to take this ball for a gain of about 2. So that was a designed QB run. Interesting play calls to start this game. So already a big 3rd down and long for Baltimore. Lamar in the shotgun. Derrick Henry flanking him. 3 out to the left. Play clock winding down. Lamar takes a snap. Out. Oh, okay. Threw it short of the sticks, and that's going to be a early 3 and out for the Ravens on their first possession of the game. That's interesting. All right, well, 4th and 2. Jordan Stout needs to be the hero again. Can he flip this field? Malachi Starks is the up man. Stout. Oh, another good punt from Jordan Stout. Man, Jordan Stout. I'll tell you what. Well, here comes JJ McCarthy. We kind of had to just rock and roll. Game, we go live, boom, start, boom. So get Jordan Stout to the Pro Bowl. I'm telling you. Do it. Do it now. All right, here we go. Ravens defense needs to step up. Dre'Mont Jones, number 41 in the game. 1st and 10. JJ McCarthy back to throw. Going to fire it out. Kyle Hamilton with the deflection. They're already sending Kyle on the blitz. They're already doing it. They're going to have to know where he is at all times. And when he can't get there, you know what? He still impacts the game. That play wasn't really going anywhere in the first place, but 2nd and 10. You'll love to see it. All right, here we go. 2nd and 10. Nate Wiggins showing some blitz there. Here's a handoff to Aaron Jones, who's going to take it up the middle for a handful. Going to bring up another 3rd down, this time for the Vikings. The Vikings O-line, as they're showing, they have all their guys back except for their center, Ryan Kelly, who we talked about that on the show all week. And then their skill position guys, some of the best in the business when you're talking about Justin Jefferson. He's one of the best, not the best in the business, depending on who you ask. So 3rd and looks like 6 to me. They're not showing it on the score bug down there. Yep, 3rd and 6. JJ McCarthy. Oh, creative blitz. Hamilton. Wow. All right. Hey, you know what? Credit where it's due. Kyle Hamilton just lit up JJ McCarthy, but he stood in there. Ravens sent him on a little stunt around. Freed up. Oh, could have maybe called helmet to helmet there too, but they didn't. Good thing they didn't. No, okay, he didn't. Never mind. The angle was weird. Never mind, it wasn't. Credit where it's due. Credit where it's due. Poise right there. Got to continue bringing pressure, though. So new set of downs for Minnesota. 1st and 10. Aaron Jones going to pick up about 2 there. Travis Jones looked like he got in there for Baltimore. There's Dre'Mont in his Anthony Levine era, number 41. Levine's on the staff too, by the way. So, all right, 2nd and 8 for the Vikings. Ravens rush 4. McCarthy steps up, throws. Going to be a completion to Aaron Jones, who's going to pick up again 3. So Vikings are setting themselves up in some 3rd and mediums. It's up to the Ravens to stop that. The Ravens are, I mean, they're not great on 3rd down. They haven't been great on, they've been better on 3rd down, but, you know, it's been a bit of an issue at times. Dre'Mont Vikings on 3rd and 5. McCarthy's going to throw this one deep. Naylor has a step. Oh, and Naylor's going to catch this ball and run and keep going. This team does not know how to tackle. Huge completion from JJ McCarthy to Josh Naylor. Just beat, I think, Humphrey one-on-one. It was Humphrey from the slot. So a little pick play that's not really a pick play because there's no contact, and Humphrey just falls down. Naylor's able to stay in bounds, and then Wiggins also, I think, missed a crack at him. No, it was Awuzie. All right, Awuzie. It's going to set up the Vikings in 1st and goal. Again, it's harder to score sometimes when you have that condensed field. The play clock's already at 0. Vikings had to take a timeout, I guess. All right, well. Well, that's not great. I need to figure out where my phone is. Maybe that's the curse. The curse here is I can't find my phone. Oh, I see it. All right, at the commercial, I'll get it. It's over on the table over there. Yeah, I thought I brought it with me, but I guess I didn't. I was kind of scrambling, so it makes a little sense. All right, 1st and goal here. Vikings will have it at their 4-yard line. Aaron Jones in the backfield. Jones will take this one and literally just walk into the end zone. All right. Just allowing J.J. McCarthy and the Vikings, to walk them down with a touchdown drive. Not great. Not great. Again, McCarthy was the big question mark. I talked about it all week, right? They have the skill position players. Was McCarthy going to be able to step up to the plate? Not a great start. Well, Rashod will make that. Aaron Jones just walking that thing in there. See, Kieran, if only we had another corner on our depth chart. Oh, wait. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, I appreciate everybody for being here again. This is Locked On Ravens, 5 days a week of Baltimore Ravens content and coverage for you. Hit the like and subscribe button. We have you covered. All right, let me go get my phone. It'll take me literally 5 seconds. It's literally on the table over there. In the meantime, you can enjoy a graphic of, you know what I can do? Enjoy a graphic. I hope this is updated of the Ravens extension tracker. All right, I'll be back in literally 5 seconds. All right, 10 seconds maybe, right? We got it. We got the phone. Don't worry. We're here. We're here. Also, I am still sick. You know, if you've been listening to the shows over the course of the week, I just want to I might have to take a cough break or a sneeze break. I don't know if I sound stuffy on the mic. I hope I haven't all week. I definitely have, though. So if I have to do that throughout the show or the stream today, I apologize. But yeah, you know, it's been a little bit of a rough week health-wise. But you know what? Hopefully my pain is the Ravens game, and the Ravens can pull out a win. They can pull out a dub. All right. So hopefully I can be the sacrifice here. But so far, I guess that didn't really work out. Didn't really work out because look, I said this on the pregame show this morning. We have pregame shows. And I said that, like, if Lamar versus J.J. McCarthy in a shootout, you take Lamar every time. But the problem is you have to trot the defense out there every single possession as well. And if they give up touchdowns, you know, Lamar can only do so much. He can do almost everything for you, literally almost everything for you. But, you know, you can't rely on him to put up 40 points every single week. So. Ravens need a response here on offense for sure, especially, and we talk about this on these watch-alongs all the time. This is something I talk about. The Ravens, they got the ball first this time. So they're getting the ball. The Vikings are to start the second half. So it's not the Ravens who can have the chance to double dip. It is the Vikings. So, yeah, I see everybody talking about Marlon. Here's Keaton Mitchell on the return. Keaton going to take this one up towards the 30. Gets out past the 30. All right. Here we go. 1st and 10 for the Baltimore Ravens. Here's a handoff to Derrick Henry, who's going to take this one for about 3 or 4 yards. I mean, you do have to make it easier on yourself by putting yourself, like the Vikings did, in 2nd and medium, 3rd and medium, 2nd and short, 3rd and short. You can't put yourself either behind the sticks playing 3rd and long, you know, whatever it may be that's negative game script. You need to put yourself in some positive game script. So Yeah, I see you use RPO more from John. Yeah, deception can be key here. Vikings did revamp their D-line in the offseason, but you're just going to have to find a way through it. Heavy on heavy, got to make an impact here. Here's a little fake like throw out to Henry. It's going to get like 2 yards again. So putting him going to be 3rd and 3, putting yourself in a good 3rd down. But they have had problems again, like Sam and Joku and I talked about this on our Friday show for Locked On Ravens when I had Sam on. We both feel better about the Ravens in 3rd and long than 3rd and 4, 3rd and 3 or 3rd and 2, 3rd and short at this point, because like the Ravens O-line just gets blown off the ball a lot of these times. And it says, look, literally right there, 3rd down conversion rate, 3 yards or fewer, 30th, 10, their 3rd and longs, they were 1st. All right. Yeah, that was the Vikings were not ready to. Yeah, the Vikings had a miscommunication there. They weren't ready. Big 1st down for Lamar Jackson, finding Mark Andrews. They were still lining up. Mark just sat down. Quick release, sit down in the zone. And Lamar finds him. And that's what they're going to have to do again. Is the blitz beater plays. The blitz beater plays. So new set of downs. Patrick Ricard in. Vikings sending pressure here. Lamar going to fire this one out to Zay, who's going to catch that ball. Big play. Big play. And that's what they're going to have to get. Guys are going to be covered one-on-one, or and the Vikings were playing off on that. Looked like Zach Orr's defense right there. But, Lamar did get hit there and taken to the ground. It's kind of just like, snap, one read, out is almost what these plays have to be when that pressure is there. So 1st and 10 for Baltimore. Going to be a handoff to Henry, who's going to try to cut back inside, but won't really get anything there. 2nd and 9. It'll be a pickup of 1. All right, 2nd and 9. Vikings showing pressure. They will send it. Lamar going to have to fire it out to DeAndre Hopkins, who over the top. All right, going to be 3rd down, but really nice play. I think D-Hop should get a little more involved. 3rd down here. Going to be 3rd and short. Let's see. Curious to look. Lamar's in shotgun. You should be able to run on this look and have success. They're going to. It's Henry. Yep, he's going to get the 1st down. Vikings way too spread out on that play. They'll pick up that 1st down. I really want to see him get the ground game going. Like for big chunks to make the Vikings respect it. Play action a lot more effective if they do that, as we all know. Vikings show him pressure. Backing it up. No, it's coming. Yep. All right. So, yep, there's the out again. That's what we're talking about. If that pressure comes, Todd Monken needs to give Lamar outs, and so you just send guys out in the flat. Exactly what we talked about this morning. You just pick up a couple of yards, 2nd and 7. That's better than 2nd and 10, or you get a sack or something. So that's all you need. It's going to be a very quick passing type of game here for Baltimore. Justice Hill in the game now, 2nd and 7. Pressure coming. Lamar firing it over the middle. Andrews, he dropped it. Oh, he dropped it. Looks, he should have had that one. He was wide open. He had to extend a little bit, but that's a solid throw. That's a solid throw. That's a catch Andrews has to make. All right. Oh, Vikings sending a lot of pressure. That ball bounces up in the air. What's with these drops? They're lucky that ball bounced off of Likely's hands, and very lucky it landed in the middle of the Vikings defense. So now it's Tyler Loop here, the 44-yarder. Snap, kick, hold. That is good. All right. Well, they get points. Could have been more without the drops. Yeah. I'm going to see if I can find... let me see if I can find the drop from Andrews here quickly. Just to see. Because, again, it was a throw that was fine. Where is it? Andrews. You got to look up, like, different things. We'll do Andrews first. There's a lot of stuff about Andrews. Maybe Andrews drop. Yeah, that's not here. That's all right. Still, yes, it's like we talk about with the Ravens when they're facing offenses like that. It's like you don't want to kick. You want to put those possessions in the end zone. Here we go. Here it is. Here it is. Here it is. Yeah. That's a catch Andrews has to make. It is. We can all say it. We can all say it. All right, but the big thing here, honestly, is they need a defensive response. Defensive response would go a long way here. Get the ball back to your offense. Don't let them keep. Look, 14-3 would not feel good right now. I'll just tell you that right now. I will tell you that right now. And yeah, likely to. Yep, Brian. Yep, likely to. Such a. I mean, literally, there's not a Vikings defender on this play. Well, I guess the defender was right there. All right, here's the return by the Vikings. Gonna get this out. Oh, I don't think he got to the 30. All right, solid. Oh man. All right, this is a big possession. I mean, every possession is big, right? But hey. Here's a little run play. Vikings will get a couple out of that. And that seems to be their strategy, is pick up just a couple on first down, a couple on second down, and then win on third down early on drives. So again, these first quarters go by so quickly to me, and then the rest of the game seems to go by so slowly. I don't know. It might just be me. I don't know. All right, 2nd and 7. Another handoff. Mike Green with the snuff out. Yeah, just got the offensive lineman got way too outside. Huge play. He did. I'm glad they didn't call taunting. They've called that before. It's the whole flex thing. All right, so the Ravens are going to send pressure here on third. They have everybody up at the line. Yep, here it comes. Quick out to Justin Jefferson, who does how it's going to go back to McCarthy, who's going to run this ball. There's a missed tackle. He's not going to get there, though. Interesting play design. It's going to be short. Wow. I don't know how he didn't get there because the Vikings had like 10 million blockers in front of him. Good play by Van Noy to stay there and recognize, to hold him up a little bit, and then the recovery by the Ravens defense. So the Vikings picked up some yards, but they're going to have to punt this ball away. Really nice recovery there by the Ravens defense. Fair catch called by LeJohntay Wester, and he will do that right about the 14-yard line. Kyle Hamilton getting him down at the end of there was crazy. Oof. That trick play got me a little nervous. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. All right, well, Vikings now flip the field. Now it's time for the offense to get something going. I actually pull up the stats in this game. Ravens, Vikings. Let's see where we're at right now. All right. Yeah, so the Ravens are only averaging 3.8 yards per play. The Vikings are averaging 9.5 yards per play. So that is not a big rushing game for either team. 12 yards for the Ravens, 19 yards for the Vikings. 19 yards per pass, though, for the Vikings compared to just 4.8 for the Ravens. That's where the difference is so far. Man, crazy for Mike Green. If he didn't get that stop, that would have been a first down. That was an awesome play. Save that drive. It did save that drive. I wish there was a replay of that out there that I can put, man. Starting to see it with some of these younger guys a little bit, which is really cool. Really, really cool. So I am hoping that can continue. What's going on with the Bills? They're losing 7-0 to the Dolphins. I don't know what that's about. All right. Well, here we go again. Ravens offense, 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Derrick Henry on first down. Gonna go down after 2 or 3 yards there. His knee touched before he got the extra push. 2nd and 6, they're giving him. All right, Ravens out to their own 19. Here we go. Lamar. Oh, the Vikings are saying false start. Looks like it will be. Looks like that's on Voorhees. Yep. The guard play is just it's abysmal this year. Oh, we got snow. I did see that. We got some snow in the Vikings and Bears against football weather. We got some football. It's crazy. It's already almost mid-November. It feels like the season started like yesterday. It also feels like it started forever ago, but it's unreal how we're week 10. We're going to be more than halfway through the regular season. All right, 2nd down. Lamar going to fire this out. It's a screenplay to Derrick Henry, but that was Jonathan Allen sniffed that out. Man, really solid play there. And the Vikings know it too. Like, they're going to send pressure. They know that the Ravens are going to have blitz beaters available. Let's see. Allen on Falele, they're highlighting. Yeah, Falele just couldn't hold the block. Allen completely disrupts that. All right, so here's 3rd down and out to Mark Andrews. Going to be a 4th down play. That screenplay had a lot of potential. You know, I do understand the, got to do screen passes, got to get the ball out quickly, horizontal game. I do think they need to work more vertically. Feels like they're just kind of running guys into the flat and, it's one read boom or one read, two read boom. Like, I don't love that personally. Like, again, like you're going to have to do it at points during this game. But not like every other play, and I see Kieran talking about slants, right? Yeah, do some slants, some quick stuff. You can do quick outs to the sideline, but not like in the flats sideline. Like that play to D-Hop was perfect. The play to Zay was perfect, and I know those were like big completions, but this feels like I'd say it all. They're getting cute. They're trying to get cute. Let's see if there was. I'm sure the Falele hate club is very real to the point where that screenplay might be put out on social media right now. We're going to see. No, doesn't look like it. I tell you, these first quarters go by quickly. This one actually a little slower than usual. But hey, this is Locked On Ravens. Gonna have a lot coming up after the game too. Gonna have our instant reaction show directly after the game, followed by the Locked On Ravens squad show with myself, Sam Njoku, and former Ravens receiver Kadri Ismail. So be sure you tune in for all that. The instant reaction will be about anywhere from 10 to 25 minutes after the game ends, depending. I want to get the press conferences going, stuff to talk about as well as the game. So be sure you stick around for everything that we have coming your way. There, hit the like and subscribe button, video form and audio form, wherever you decide to watch or listen. We have you covered 5 days a week plus more daily Ravens coverage. Tomorrow will be episode 1636 consecutively here for me on Locked On Ravens, doing this Baltimore Ravens coverage, which is amazing. So hopefully we can be talking about after a win than after a loss. But again, Baltimore needs a big defensive stand here. Big defensive stand. All right, so the Vikings are still going to receive this Ravens punt here at the start of the second quarter. It's 4th and 7. Jordan Stout, Ravens unsung hero this year. Malachi switches over. Here's the snap. Oh, all right, there's the punt. Not a great one. Not a great punt from Jordan Stout. I don't know. Was that? I don't look like a guy got in there. I don't know if Stout got flustered, but that was not a good punt. And thank you, Laura. Thank you. Thank you to everybody who's tuning in. Thank you for the kind words, Laura. I appreciate it. All right. 1st and 10. I'll tell you, JJ McCarthy's played better than I thought he would so far. Hopefully the Ravens defense can get him rattled a little bit. 1st and 10 for the Vikings. Vikings will throw this ball, little play action. McCarthy all day to throw. Going to fire that one up there. The ball was tipped, though, so it won't be pass interference. Yeah, the ball was tipped. That was a weird play. Got something in my eye. All right, so 2nd and 10 now. Vikings are playing on 2nd and long. Force them in a 3rd and long here. Sending pressure. This is going to be a screen play to Aaron Jones, who's going to get to the outside, not pick up the 1st down. Roquan was able to get there, but will make it 3rd and manageable, at least for Minnesota here, because the Ravens were sending pressure. So Vikings are executing their short game and blitz beater stuff a little better than Baltimore is so far, for sure. But all the Ravens have to do is hold here on this 3rd and 4. Give the ball back to that Ravens offense. Again, you have to hope they break through eventually. So here's a 3rd and 4. Ravens showing pressure with the line again. We'll send just 4. McCarthy looking, firing over the middle. Wide open is Naylor. Naylor is giving him the business today. Look, like, you can live with Justin Jefferson beating you, but I guess what you really want to do is force others to beat you, so that's what they're doing. Just wide open in the middle of the zone there. Roquan doesn't follow him far enough in that zone. Passes him off, and McCarthy stands in there and delivers. So a new set of downs for Minnesota around their 33-yard line. Toss play to Jordan Mason, who's not going to go anywhere. Teddy Buchanan looked like he was shot out of a cannon on that one. Like what I did there? Man, really good. The Ravens are playing the run really well here. And that's what they were the best run defense in the league last season. So, I mean, that was one of their strengths. I think I got it. What was in my eye? Kevin 1. Eye debris was his eyelash. Eyelash 0. So 2nd and 11 here. Again, you force the Vikings, play behind the sticks, pick up a chunk on 2nd down, and force them to convert on 3rd if that's what happens here. McCarthy standing in. He's going to actually scramble with this ball. He's going to dive. Did not slide. So going to make it a 3rd and 9-ish, 3rd and 8-ish, it looks like. Van Noy just got thrown to the ground. Yeah, 3rd and 8. Ravens are putting the Vikings where they want them in terms of these longer 3rd downs, which they were not, again, like not wonderful at all against Detroit. They're showing 4 of 12. They've been good today. Ravens showing pressure at the line. They will send it. McCarthy up. Looks like a false start. Yep. All right. There you go. 3rd and 13. Now they need another big play, which is not out of the realm of possibility considering how this team has played so far, but we will see. All right. Now there's another thing in my eye. I just pulled something. I just got it. All right. This is exactly, if they convert this 3rd and 13, I don't even know what I would do. Ravens probably up. They're going to pressure McCarthy, firing it out to Jefferson. They're just going to try. Yeah, they're just going to try to pick up some yards for the field goal. So going to be 4th down here. Good tackle to stop it by Malachi. Yeah, really nice play by Malachi. It's wrapped up. 4th and 8. Back where they started. They picked up the 5 back. How long is this? 49-yarder here? That almost was blocked. I'm surprised that wasn't blocked. That was Keon Martin, I think. I'm just very surprised that was not blocked. Prime time. Says, can the offense wake up? Prime time? I hope so. It's been a little rough. But yeah, Kieran Lamar needs to say, stop dropping these passes. No, Lamar's 3 drops already for the Ravens so far. Not great. Not great. So good to hold him to a field goal on that drive. But even still, the offense hasn't shown anything right now. Hit the like and subscribe button over here on Locked On Ravens. I say it all the time. For those who have been here with us, you know the drill. But, for anybody who's new, I want to keep, putting a message out there in case anybody's new and wants to know what we do here on Locked On Ravens, which is 5 days a week of Ravens content and coverage. We have a lot for you. We do a regular show 5 days a week, Monday through Friday. We have bonus episodes on the weekend. We got headlines. During the season, there are a lot of headlines. We also have these watch-alongs. We have instant reaction shows after games and after pieces of big news, plus a Locked On Ravens squad show twice a week with myself, Sam and Joku, and former Ravens receiver Kadri Ismail. So lots of big Ravens content and coverage for you here as well. Yeah, what's going on with the Bills right now? Josh Allen is 20 yards passing. And they're losing 13-0 to Miami. Well, yeah, I see. Bill's hate watch. I see people talking about it right now. That's crazy. I mean, look, game's not over. Still a long way to go. As there's a long way to go in this one, but we'll have to see how that goes. I see Dankins is projecting the drive for Baltimore. 1st down run for a little gain, 2nd down screen for a loss, 3rd down short pass or incomplete. All right, we got to monitor that now. We're gonna see if that's the right path. All right, let's see. Oof. All right, here comes the kickoff from Minnesota. Another big drive here. Oh, that's LeJounte on the kickoff return. Here we go. Oh. All right, LeJounte gets it out to the 30. Huge drive here. Huge drive here. Still a lot of time to go in the second. That's what I say. Like, second quarters feel like they go by slowly. So still 10:51 to go in the second quarter. 1st and 10 here. No, it's play action already, although Lamar's gonna somehow escape and pick up positive yards out of that. But already the plan has been foiled. They're going to be about 2nd and 8, 2nd and 7. John Grenard had him, but just could not bring him down. Lamar too slippery. He beat Rosengard. So Lamar was able to step up just enough to be able to slide out of that. So 2nd and 8 on a play that could have been 2nd and 11 or 12. So here's the 2nd down run to Derrick Henry, who's going to cut it back inside and pick up 2.5, 3 yards there. So going to be about 3rd and 5 for the Ravens. Henry coming off the field. I would, let's get some Keaton action here. That'd be cool. Vikings are showing the pressure. There probably will be a quick play here for a first. Lamar gonna fire. Oh, the ball was tipped in the air. I think he had, was that Hopkins on the outside? I'm pretty sure he had Hopkins on the outside and the ball was tipped. Andrew Van Ginkel. Van Ginkel didn't even really rush. He did one move. Oh, Lamar got crunched too. Oh, was that Metalis who did that? Lamar got wrecked on that play. Oh, my Lord. All right, Jordan Stout. Better punt than last time, please. Oh, all right. Nice little. All right, Keon Martin. Let's go. Nice play there. Catch, tackle. That's what you love to see on special teams. Couldn't even fall forward for positive yards. Nice play there. All right. Yeah, offense just can't get anything going. Brian Flores is scheming up a pretty good game here, and the pressure. Well, it hasn't necessarily got to Lamar Jackson. Vikings are doing their job. So, curious to see if anybody put that Falele clip out. Here we go. All right. All right. Let's check in on the total stats here. Let's check in. 125 to 63 in terms of total yards, Vikings to Ravens. Vikings have that advantage. Vikings averaging 7.8 yards per play. Ravens just 3.3. I mean, that's not a winning formula. They're going to have to get it going in the rest of the second quarter and second half. Again, both teams have 20 rushing yards. The Ravens have 21. The Vikings have 20. The difference here is 1 third down, I guess. Baltimore 2 for 6 on third down. Minnesota 3 for 5. Ravens actually had the ball longer. So, yeah, I see people talking about Keaton in the chat. Keaton needs to be involved more. Like, he just does. He just does. Josh Allen still 20 passing yards in this game. I said we're monitoring it. We're watching the Ravens. We're monitoring that Bills game. All right. 1st and 10 for the Vikings. Back at their 16-yard line. Here's a run to Aaron Jones, who's going to pick up a decent chunk there after I said the teams aren't running the ball well. He gets a chunk. So the Vikings were playing behind the sticks or right in front of them for most of the drive last time. Now we're ahead of them a little bit here on 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. Oh, Hamilton on the blitz. They pick it up, and that's a wide open completion to Jefferson. Wiggins actually was on his face. But they did a good job of picking up Hamilton and the pressure there. Aaron Jones, really solid pass protection pickup that allowed McCarthy to get that ball out. So a new set of downs for Minnesota. 1st and 10. 33-yard line in Minnesota. That's a false start. Yeah, just kind of stood up. Brian O'Neill just stood up. That was weird. Those can be drive killers. We see it with the Ravens all the time. Playing behind the sticks again. So now it becomes 1st and 15. You just kind of have to try to pick up some of that yardage on 1st down to get back in a 2nd and even manageable. It should be 7 or 8 at this point. So the Ravens now have a lot more options available to them. Blitzing, dropping guys, forcing stuff. Here's McCarthy. Ball tipped at the line. All right, now a 2nd and 15. So now you're in a really bad spot if you're Minnesota. Huge penalty. That was Green and Green, Hamilton, and Jones all getting there to some degree. Okoye tipping that ball. Now the Vikings are in real trouble. Snap, Ravens bring pressure. McCarthy looking for somebody. Adam Thielen is going to catch that ball and pick up a decent chunk to make it 3rd and manageable. Adam Thielen sighting. Aaron Jones doing everything in pass protection, it looks like. Left Roquan as a free man, but free blitzer. So 3rd and 6, which, based off Minnesota circumstances, they will take 10 times out of 10. Hamilton lurking in the middle. He's going to come, it looks like. Dre'Mont Jones also, they're using him as a stand-up guy. No, Hamilton will drop. McCarthy going to look back. He's going to, what in the world was that? That's an interception for Malachi Starks. Let's go. Malachi's going to bring this one back. What was that throw by J.J. McCarthy? Interception. Excuse me, interception machine. He had a wide open path to run there. He's going to be down by contact, but even still, what in the world was that? He had a first. I think McCarthy had a first down if he ran that ball, and then just kind of threw up a almost that. See, now that is a great arm punt, and we're gonna call it that. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? What an arm punt by JJ McCarthy to Malachi Starks. I mean, that literally is the definition of an arm punt. Like, that was a wild throw. Just look at it. He just kind of bloop right into Malachi's arms. I don't get it. I don't get it. Yeah, the O-line is the O-line is rough. Yeah, what is love? We need to Ravens do need a touchdown. 1000%. They need a touchdown. No ifs, ands, or buts about that one. All right. Yep. So Malachi had my contact. We all knew that. Here's a run to Derrick Henry, who's going to get stood up after a gain of just a couple. There's that first down run. There it is. Well, get the rookie mistake from JJ McCarthy. Well, had some good throws on that drive, by the way, but that was really bad. So 2nd and 7 now. Ravens need to take advantage. You cannot allow the Vikings to have a chance to double dip here. You need to put points up on the board. Lamar looking. He looks like he's going to run this ball. Jonathan Allen just doesn't get there, and Lamar's able to run for a first down. All right. See, and that's the type of stuff we're talking about. Lamar can make those plays happen. Nothing open. Some time to throw. Allen just barely can't get there. So new opportunity here for Baltimore. I forgot Luke McCown was there, QB guy. Or Josh McCown. Lamar looking. Going to tuck and run this one, but he's going to get taken down. But there is a flag as well, so we're going to see if that's in the secondary or not. Yep. Yeah, they got a hands of the face there on Murphy, on Bateman. That'll get the Ravens some nice yards. Vikings are starting to make some mistakes. Ravens need to take advantage of them, though. So, new set of downs for Baltimore, which wipes out a negative play. Lamar going to fire that quickly out. Oh, looks like there was confusion there between Lamar and Likely. Yeah, they're talking about it. Someone was on the wrong page there. Likely didn't probably. Yeah, Lamar's man. He's tapping his helmet like use your head. So looks like Likely didn't do the right thing there. So now you're playing at the sticks, which is, not, you got to pick up some positive yards here at least. If you want to go for the first down, you can, but going to be 2nd and 10. Zay in motion. Yep, here's a handoff to Henry. Oh, the Vikings don't tackle and get a first down out of it. The Ravens do out of that run. All right. Vikings want to hold on Andrews, but they're not going to get that. All right, Vikings decided they didn't want to tackle, and Derrick Henry had the little double stiff arm there. That's the Derrick Henry this team needs. They also need to run the clock down so that the Vikings don't get the opportunity to score before the half. Keaton in the backfield. Here's a Keaton play. Keaton, he has a hole. Oh, he lost the ball, but it goes out of bounds. That's really lucky. Really good hole opened up there. Yeah, his knee hit the ball. But ball goes out of bounds, so it's not going to be a first down, though. 2nd and 1. Keaton in the backfield again. Here's Keaton again. Up the middle. Keaton Mitchell, you got to play him more. Ridiculous he wasn't playing. This is why you play Keaton Mitchell. Like, this goes through that hole with no effort. Here's Keaton again. They're gonna, they're all right. They're gonna stack him up that time. Baltimore finally finding their groove offensively. Lamar looking, going to throw this out to Zay, who did what is this tackling by the Vikings? The Vikings are not tackling well right now. Going to make it a 3rd and 2-ish. Two-minute warning. And look, the Ravens are picking all these yards up by running the clock down, so the Vikings aren't going to have a big opportunity, if any opportunity, to score. Where's that Keaton play? Yeah, Thor, I think they're going to draft an alignment in the 1st round. I think that's their plan. Where's the Keaton Mitchell play? He's so good, though, at like finding the hole to go through and then just accelerating through it. Like his acceleration is unreal. And they still barely use him, too. Like, it's kind of weird. Kind of weird. Surprised there's not a highlight. All right, here's Derrick Henry on third down. He's not going to get there. All right, now it's decision time. Now it's decision time. Minnesota not going to take a timeout, interestingly enough. 4th and 3. That's a long way to go for a 4th down. Yeah, Linderbaum couldn't hold his guy. Ricard, yeah. All right, looks like they're going to go for this. This is a huge play in the game. This is a huge play in the game. They're going to try to go quickly here. I'd take the points personally, but all right, yeah, they're going to take the points. Just try to draw them off. Good, it's the right decision. You take the points. The reason Minnesota didn't take the timeout was because they only have 2 left from that thing in the first quarter. So ooh. All right, so 4th and 3, field goal team's going to come on here. It's tough to kick here, but you have to. Coming away with 2 field goals is rough. This is a 28-yarder. All right, and the kick is up, and the kick it's in. It almost wasn't, but it's in. Yeah, I hear you, Kieran. The good thing though is that it's only been 1 touchdown. It's only been 1 touchdown. So the Vikings will have an opportunity to double dip. They'll have 1:14, 2 timeouts. But it's just tough. If you don't come away with points there, and yeah, prime time, I feel you. If you don't come away with points there, you know, the offense just got momentum. So, I mean, you could argue to go for it. It would have just been really rough to not come away with points there. Yeah, I don't know where Steve is, Kieran. Hopefully he's at the game enjoying it. Steve is the man, though. We appreciate Steve. Steve is Tyler's dad who checks in with us here on Locked On Ravens. So shout out to Steve. If he's here, if he's not, always shout out to Steve. We're going to have a lot coming your way, though. Again, don't forget, we're going to have the instant reaction show about 15 to 30 minutes-ish after the game, maybe 10 to 30 minutes-ish after the game ends. Then we're going to have a Lock the Ravens squad show with myself, Sam Njoku, former Ravens receiver Kadri Ismail, and Q's good for about 1 to 2 funny rants per show. So if you tune in for nothing else, you tune in for those, because Q knows how to talk, and he knows how to put his points across in the best ways. It's very funny. So I'm hoping that this team can get you got to get the double. Usually we're talking about the double dip for the Ravens. Now they got to get the double stop. Double stop. All right, let's see. Here we go. Oh, man. Joy asking us the play development still slow. In terms of things developing, I mean, they have to get the ball out quicker against this defense. So, like technically yes, but they were able to get the run. I mean, the pass game really hasn't worked a ton for them. It's been better for Minnesota. That's going to be out to the 40. It's a touchback. It's not a good kickoff from Tyler there. That gives Minnesota an opportunity to have it a lot easier to get those points back. Tyler struggled with kickoffs at times this year for sure. It's something as a rookie he still has to clean up, but yeah. Whew. Got some chills going on. Oh, 35. Sorry, 35. Vikings are get this ball at their own 35. Ravens rush 4. They do get some pressure. JJ McCarthy will get it out for a gain to Jordan Addison. Vikings do have to go quickly. Under a minute to go officially now. Vikings do still have 2 timeouts, so they can still work the middle of the field if they want to. They're up at their 40 now. Time is ticking. McCarthy with the snap. Going to fire this ball out. Incomplete to Jordan Addison. So it becomes 3rd and 5. All right, so maybe the Ravens can even get this ball back, potentially. Whew. All right, 3rd and 5. I'd expect some pressure here from Baltimore. TJ Ham is in the backfield to protect, I assume. McCarthy. Oh, Dre'Mont Jones with the win. McCarthy has to scream out of the pocket. He's going to look, fire. That should be pass interference. Or, sorry, not pass interference. Intentional grounding. Unless the ball did get past the line. Dre'Mont Jones with a nasty win to force McCarthy out of the pocket, and then he's just going to fire that ball to nowhere. So the Ravens will get this ball back. Really, really good play there. All right, so the Ravens will have, let's see, LeJohntay makes one man miss. He's running up the sideline. He's going to get out of bounds at the 3rd, or around the 30-ish. It looked like. 30 seconds to go for the Ravens here to hopefully even get more points on the board. McCarthy's feeling a little bit. You can tell he's in his head. So Lamar will have 30 seconds to operate with 2 timeouts from the 25. I'm curious to see if the Vikings bring pressure here. They will bring a little, I guess. Justice Hill over the middle. Ravens should call a timeout there. Yep, we'll get it out just shy of the 40. 24 seconds to go. I'm nervous. You gotta, I mean, like, if they get points here, it'd be absolutely massive. Henry is on the sideline here. Vikings playing very off. Again, they don't want anything deep, but they are looking to show pressure here. So, yeah, they will send it. Going to be a quick out to Likely, who's going to, he needs to get out of bounds. Wow. I thought he didn't get out of bounds. That was almost very bad. Yeah, okay, yep. His arm did hit first out, so. It'd be a huge blunder for the Vikings if they let the Ravens put up points here. Ravens need it really badly. Little chip play there. Lamar looking, firing over the middle. It's going to be a catch from Zay, and he's going to be in field goal range here. Huge. Minnesota messed up badly. Badly here. The Ravens are going to get points before the half. Assuming they can either get the ball in the end zone or Luke makes the field goal. Harrison Smith is kind of running to nowhere. Leaves Zay wide open. Breakdown, and then Zay's just able to run. Zay's going to get paid. Hopefully is by the Ravens. The Ravens have probably one play here. Try to pick up more yards. All right, so the Ravens have about one play here. You can either go for the end zone play for a touchdown and then kick it from the 25, or you can try to pick up more yards to make it a more manageable field goal here for Tyler Loop. Vikings will send 5. Oh, Lamar can't get sacked there. He got sacked. I mean, they can call the time. Oh, they're going to call roughing? Are they going to call body weight foul here? Wow. I think I understand the rule. I think it's enforced too much. Let's see. Daniel Falele gets beat again. Yeah, he does drive him. That's textbook. He lifts him up, pile drive. Yeah, that in itself. I do think the rule's called too much certain times, but that is the definition of the rule there. So sorry, got a cough there. Like at points, it can be what can you do? And there it is, Loop with the field goal. A little help from the roughing call. I want to see that again. It is huge the Ravens got points there. I think they have all the momentum now. Now, the Ravens have to stop the Vikings coming out of the half, but if they do, I'd feel pretty good about this game for Baltimore. All right, so they're going to just try to return it here. Nope, nothing doing. And that's going to be the end of the half. All right. All right, so Daniel Falele got beat by Dallas Turner for will be Lamar Jackson sack. However, Turner was called for roughing the. That's a huge. I mean, that's what a 55-yard field goal compared to a 30-yarder or something. Because of the sack. I mean, it was sack yardage too. So. And Lamar doesn't get roughing calls all that often. So, you know, with how bad the Ravens offense had been in the the first quarter, first half, that roughing call might be what, if that was a call on the Ravens, I'd be mad. Like, I'll just say that. Like, it's textbook, but that rule itself is almost kind of like, what do you want? Yeah, I see Strahan talking about it on the halftime show. It's like, what do you want him to do? All right. Well, hey, this is Locked On Ravens. We're 5 days a week here, plus more. We do these watch-alongs during every single game. We also have the instant reaction shows after games. We have the Locked On Ravens squad show twice a week, including after games. We also have the regular show 5 days per week. Bonus episodes, the whole night, instant reaction, breaking news shows. We got everything for you. So be sure, if you haven't already, hit the like and subscribe button in video form and follow along and subscribe in audio form. Let's do some halftime thoughts. Let's do, how are you feeling after the first half of the Ravens Week 10 game versus the Vikings? And then we'll do, what are your takeaways from the Ravens first half of Week 10 versus the Vikings? Boom, there we go. All right, so look, mine is the offense needs to be more consistent. I think they started to find something on the ground. Obviously, the 2-minute worked for them too, getting into that field goal range before the half. But they need to be better offensively. Keaton Mitchell continues, hopefully, to be more involved in the second half. I would hope so, but it's all going to come down to, can the O-line protect Lamar Jackson, block for Derrick Henry, and can Lamar find those open receivers when the Vikings do send that pressure. The Ravens are all in this game right now. They are in this game. But yeah, Kieran's saying it's an ugly game so far, but the ending the half like that is promising. W loading. Start Ben Cleveland. Sort of surprised how well JJ is playing. Yeah, look, he's had some bad moments for sure. I think he's kind of in his head now a little bit, but he was playing lights out early. New Orleans beating Carolina. And let's actually check in on my fantasy team right now real quick. How's it doing? I have Josh Allen, so I can monitor the Bills game. Lamar was taking 1 pick before me, or 2 picks before me. Josh Allen, 73 yards. Bills are losing 16. Oh, what is going on in Miami right now? This Bills team. Yeah, Jets are beating Cleveland. That's wild. That is actually crazy. All right. Let's see what else. Oh, James Cook had a fumble. Got to feed Zay. I agree, Luke. Feeding Zay is going to be really important, especially in the second half. But I also would love to see guys like Bateman get involved. I know Likely and Andrews had the couple tough drops early and Likely with that miscommunication. But the Ravens actually have gotten a little better on those clutch-ish situations. Not on third down, but it feels like second and long. They're getting some first down conversions too. They're 2 for 7. Both teams have been bad on third down. Ravens 2 for 7, Vikings 3 for 7. But the Ravens have started to pick it up in the pass game a little bit, and the Vikings can't get anything going on the ground, and Baltimore's found their rhythm there too. The Ravens are in a good, if they can stop the Vikings from scoring a touchdown, I don't even care about a field goal. If they can stop the Vikings from scoring a touchdown at the start of the half, I feel like they're in a really good spot. So I'm intrigued. All right, let's do the thing we do every half time on these shows. Where are you tuning in from? We have a big Locked On Ravens community. Spans a lot of places. A lot of places within the world. Excuse me. So I always love to hear and see where people are tuning in from, watching these watch-alongs, because we've built such an amazing thing here on Locked On Ravens. It's not possible without all the support here that I get, and I want to spend a little time during each watch-along, kind of appreciating the community that we have built and are continuing to build here on Locked On Ravens. I mean, in video form, 16,000 plus subscribers, and we're growing rapidly there. Audio form, that continues to grow every single day as well. So we got Boise, Cypress Hill, Germany, Raleigh, North Carolina, Houston, Texas, United Kingdom. You got Reidsville, North Carolina. I see Avery with the Cowboys, so maybe that's Texas or just Cowboys. Maybe just Cowboys fan. Appreciate you, Avery. Austin, Texas. We got Orlando. We got Wales, Chicago, Tampa Bay, Massachusetts. So, again, all over the world here on Locked On Ravens. So I appreciate everybody again for all the support. And if you have a friend or a family member who wants daily Ravens coverage, be sure to send them our way here. And you can also follow me on social media, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, the whole 9 yards, Chaos Record 34, Laura back in Fort Myers. Luke with a prediction. Huge strip fumble coming in for Dre'Mont Jones or Mike Green. I like that, Luke. Hey, I would take that. That put them in an incredible spot. So I'm with that 1,000%. Kevin saying he's from Clearwater. Watching from Clearwater. Appreciate you, Kevin. I don't know if you're from there, but I know you're watching from there. So I appreciate you. Like, the Ravens are showing me, they showed me something in that second. First quarter, I was like, okay, all right. What's going on here? Second quarter, I thought that it was better. I did think that it was better. Lamar's gotten crunched a couple times, though. So I'm a little worried about that. Lamar's taking, not of his own fault, obviously. The O-line has been Like Lamar's been very good with his protecting his body for a while now. It's been for a while. So you see him getting like Ed Oliver in week 1, right? Like just absolutely gets wrecked there. Couple big hits here. It's tough all the way around. And I don't know what I legitimately think they're just not going to make a move. Look, if you've been listening to Locked On Ravens, I mean, since the preseason, since last year, I've been saying they need to move off of Falele. They clearly love him for some reason. I don't really know why, but the Ravens are very stubborn in a way. And again, like the Vikings, who aren't a great team, like the Vikings are an okay team. You can look at the stats. They're an okay to not so great team. They're 4-4. They're a middling team. When the Ravens have to play some of the better teams, I don't know if you can put the Bills in that category, right? And I'm kidding. You do. But like the Bills are having a rough go against the Dolphins. It's any given Sunday. I don't know. Oh, I think Steve, what's going on? Your son is all the Ravens points. He's the Ravens point machine. Steve, for those that don't know, Tyler's dad, check it in. We said that, hopefully Steve was watching the game and enjoying it. And his son is the Steve Tyler is the Ravens. He's the points guy today. So hopefully the Ravens can score some touchdowns and Tyler can add the extra point on top of those. But when his number's been called, 3 for 3, perfect on the day. So I think, again, if the Ravens stop the Vikings from scoring here at the beginning of the second half, I think they're in a pretty good spot. I think the Ravens have the momentum. The Vikings had it at the start, but I think the Ravens have since gained it. So I think that they're in a much better spot than I thought they would be after that first quarter. I'm impressed. Now, again, you do need to score some touchdowns. I will say that, but I think that it could have been a lot worse. So, especially at the end of that first half, like defensively and offensively, the Vikings, again, really weird sequencing and time management to give the Ravens an opportunity to put up points there. But the Ravens took advantage of it, and that's all you can do. So, all right. Does anybody have any predictions for the second half? Any predictions? I know Luke had his. I'm trying to think of mine. What's mine? I'm going to say, I don't know how bold I go. I'm going to go. All right. Do I go bold? Do I say my bold prediction? All right, let's see. Steve saying protect the football more. Keaton, please. Couldn't agree more, Steve. Let's make it happen. Call it in. On get Harbs on the phone. Call him in. Say, all right, this is what we got to do. Yep. Dorothy saying if they come out strong, it could be a huge swing of momentum. 1,000% agree. Daniel's prediction is Marlon gets burnt. Well, that's already happened, but I guess, if you want to say it again, yeah, could. Evan saying big Derrick Henry run. Thor, Marlon, 2 turnovers. Kieran, Keaton Mitchell for a long 30-plus yard rushing touchdown. I like that. Oh, Penny saying reverse jinx it. Okay, all right. We can do the reverse jinx. All right, we'll do it here. We're 1 for 1 on the reverse jinxes so far this year. Maybe 2 for 2, but I know 1 for 1 with the Bears game. All right. Reverse jinx is me saying the Ravens are going to lose this game. That's reverse jinxing it. You put it in the air, so it's reverse jinxed. Now, my actual prediction is that the Ravens hold the Vikings to under 7 points in the second half. So that could go really badly for me if the Vikings score a touchdown. But I'm going to put trust in the defense. Do I feel great doing that? Not really. But I said I was going to go bold, so I'm going to go bold. Yep. Kevin saying make JJ uncomfortable. He'll turn it over more. I agree. Got to keep generating pressure. We saw that Dre'Mont Jones win that play by Dre'Mont Jones. Awesome. I have to actually see if I can find that. Gerald saying Ravens pull together and play more efficient football, and they put in speed for the second half. Maybe so more Keaton Mitchell. See, do they have that Dre'Mont Jones play? Oh, what a win there from Dre'Mont Jones. I'm going to move from Dre'Mont Jones on the outside. This is exactly why the Ravens brought him in. All right, here's the kickoff return. Oh, nice coverage. TJ Tampa and Teddy Buchanan in there. Great start. I'm telling you, the momentum is on the Ravens side. I feel good about this. Come on, prove me right. Oh, and huge Aaron Jones run to start. Okay, all right. You know we're going all in on the reverse jinx. It doesn't always work, but we're going all in on the reverse jinx. The Ravens are about to give up 10 billion touchdowns to the Vikings. They're not going to stop them at all. Ravens are going to lose. All right. I said the rate. All right. We can't. We have to get ahead of it now. Everybody just Gilman misses the tackle. Cannot start like that. All right. They're going to try to run this ball again, I'm pretty sure. Yep, here's a toss play to the outside. Jones going to cut it back upfield and fall forward for a gain of 5. All right, not what you want because the Vikings could not run the ball to this point. So, oh boy. Need to retweet some of this stuff. All right, 2nd and 5 for Minnesota. Play action play. McCarthy going to fire this out to Jordan Addison, who's going to stay in bounds and get close to, if not pick up the first down. Nate Wiggins couldn't tackle him. He's going to be just short. It would have been 3rd and 3. Now it's 3rd and inches. I don't know what you do here for the Vikings. Do you trust? Nate just tried to shoulder him out of bounds. I thought McCarthy had a lane too, but he did decide to. Yeah, so they're going to go heavy on heavy here defensively. Huge 3rd down. Again, huge 3rd down. This is for all the marbles. McCarthy play action. He's going to go deep on this 3rd down play. Receiver falls down, and that's an interception for Marlon Humphrey. What? Another interception for JJ McCarthy. Marlon Humphrey with the turnover. Why don't they just try to pick up the 1st down? It's just inadvertent tripping. Inadvertent. What a weird play call. All right. Reverse jinx. 2 for 2. Another impeccable arm plant by JJ McCarthy, by the way. Another impeccable arm punt. That was so weird. Yeah, the deep throws are weird. Like, the Vikings are finding success over the middle at times and on the short and intermediate stuff, and they're just trying to force feed those deep balls. All right, now it's time for the offense. Come on now. I feel good. I feel good. Now they have to please take advantage of this. Okay. Marlon with got the mask on there. All right, so the Ravens will be out at their own 29-yard line. Play action here for Baltimore. Lamar going to fire this over the middle. Oh, he got there a little early. He did get there early. Yep, that's a flag. They sometimes don't call that, so. Vikings are falling apart. They're absolutely falling apart. Yeah, so they wanted this deep shot here. One-on-one deep shot. So 1st and 10 on the other side of the 50. Going to be a quick throw out to Zay, who's going to make a move. Zay is so shifty. Zay is unreal. Really good play here from Todd Monken, too. Those are the blitz beater plays. Those are the blitz beater plays. Another play action. Lamar looking, going to fire it out to Kohler. He made a move. What? Charlie Kohler. Man, this Vikings defense falling apart again. We talked about it. The Vikings defense is like not all that great. They're kind of middling to bad. So this is something the Ravens can definitely take advantage of here. Vikings taking bad angles, dropping guys into coverage, just weird. Weird. There's a Henry run on first. Yeah, they figured that was going to happen. All right, no, time to score and get in the end zone, please. Do not do any of this field goal stuff again. We want Tyler kicking extra points, not field goals. 2nd and goal, play action. Pressure's not getting there. Pressure will finally get there. Lamar looking. He's probably just going to have to throw this ball away, and he does. He had some time, but evaporated pretty quickly. Nothing doing on that one. So 3rd and goal here. You need to get in the end zone. No more field goals. From the 5-ish, 4-ish yard line. 4.5 yard line. Likely in motion. Lamar looking. He's going to float this one in the back. Nope, just sails it out of the end zone. That's incomplete. It's not good. Can't settle for field goals. They're 0 for 4 or 0 for 4, 0 for 3. Were they in the red zone? Oh, yeah, 0 for 3 in the red zone. Minnesota's defense stands tall for a loop attempt. Going to be a short 22-yarder here. Kick is up and good. All right, so the Ravens have the lead. But can't be any touchdowns on the board, unfortunately, so far. And again, this isn't like this is just a first-time problem for the Ravens either in terms of not being able to finish drives. Yeah, I see Ravens saying, why won't we use Keaton? I don't know. It's just been tough. They have trouble winning up front. It's again, like Zay, you do have to force feed Zay in a way. I mean, Bateman's had a pretty tough year. The production really, what's Bateman's production? What's his stat line this year, actually? Yeah, 15 for 184 for Bateman. Yeah, it's been a rough go for Bateman this year. But I mean, it all starts up front, right? Like, and as I've said, it gets harder sometimes to score when that field is shortened up like that from the 5-yard line than it is if you're on the 10 or the 20 or something. But the Ravens, it's frustrating because they have the personnel to do it. They just either cannot because they can't win up front consistently, or they will not use some of the talent available to them, whether it's Henry or Mitchell. And, that obviously varies from play to play. But, yeah, I mean, you're at the 5-yard line. You have Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry. You should be able to score touchdowns. So that's what you need to be able to do. So Ravens need another stop here. All right. Here's the kickoff from Tyler Loop. Oh, right at the end line. Good kick there. Going to be a return. Oh, that ball came out at the end there. That ball came out at the end. Right Keon Martin saying the Ravens have it. That ball was out. His knee, I don't know if his knee was down or not, but that ball did score it out at the end. Ravens are saying it's their ball. Refs say it's Ravens' ball. Hold on. Wait. Okay. Keandre Jackson comes out with it. Vikings are just making mistake after mistake after mistake. And shout out to the Ravens for forcing turnovers. I'm curious. I need to see that again. So he's not down. No, ball's out. Keandre Jackson. What a play. Unbelievable play by Keandre Jackson there. Ravens' newest oh, wow. They got way too far upfield. Lamar's going to be able to run this ball for a few yards. I'm curious to see the stats on the Ravens' turnovers from before the bye week versus after the bye week. All right, second down run for Lamar. He's going to try to cut it to the outside. He will be probably just short of the first down marker. I'd go for it on fourth if they don't get it on third, personally. Grenard is in a lot of, oh no, hopefully he's okay. Looks like his arm, his shoulder. That doesn't look good. I hope he's all right. Yeah, that is Grenard. Bill score check him. Still 16-0. Allen threw an interception. Chris Olave is carrying me right now. Well, the guy I'm playing, he doesn't check his team, so. But that's not important. That's not important. Well, hey, hit the like and subscribe button. We have 5 days a week plus more daily Ravens coverage for you. Even when I'm sick, we got to grind it out. I'm sick since Monday. Well, it could be a week tomorrow. Certainly feel better than I did, but I know I was definitely sounding stuffy on a mic for this week. So appreciate everybody for rocking with me on that and rocking with me here today. We have these watch longs after every single game, or during every single game. We have the instant reaction shows after every single game, plus the Locked On Ravens Squad show twice a week. So hit the like and subscribe button. Again, tell a friend, tell a family member. We have such an awesome community. We have amazing communities. Like, obviously, it's the big Locked On Ravens community, but then we have just the show community itself. We watch the regular show. We have the watch along community. We have the instant reaction community, the bonus episode community, the social media community, subtext community. I mean, we got tons and tons of other communities on top of the big community. So I think that's the most anybody's ever said community in a span of 30 seconds. I think there was a world record for that. I think I just broke it. So long story short, we got Ravens coverage and content for you every single day. So there you go. All right. So Bernard coming off the field. Mark Andrews, are they going to do tight end? This is a long way to do a push. Oh no, Lamar gets the handoff, the toss play from Andrews. Lamar's going to pick up the first down. That's not the first time you've seen that. They did that a couple of years ago. Not the first time Lamar's gotten a handoff from Mark. So they fake like they're doing the tush push. Lamar one-handed that thing too. He went, ooh. Look at that snag. Nice little toss play. So now first down, Lamar going to fire that ball in the end zone. Bateman dropped the ball. The ball was a little behind him. But Larry, let's see this again. It's 4 drops on the day. Really good separation. Yeah, the ball was behind him, but still. It's a tough catch, but still one that you probably need to make. Come on, this is a big opportunity for Baltimore here. Vikings showing pressure. They will send it. Lamar quick out to Bateman, who's going to make a move. He's going to, I think he's down. He's just down. Yep. He did make a move, though. This should, again, it should be a touchdown. Will they score a touchdown? I don't know the answer. They're going to try to go. It is first and goal. I mean, look, I don't even know what I would do if they didn't score here. Justice. All right. Justice Hill gets in the end zone. Short yardage touchdown. All right. Let's go. Woo. You know, after their history with the short yardage, you got to be a little nervous. But Justice Hill, not a lot of worry there. I think the Ravens are in a really good spot here. The game's not over, obviously, but I think Baltimore's in a good spot. I think you go for 3 field goals. I might go for 2 here, personally. To go up by 10. They're going to kick the extra point, though. I mean, it's fine either way. Loop with the extra point. It is good. And the Ravens go up by 2 possessions. I guess, yeah, you want to make it a 2-possession game. Yeah. So extra point, the right call. Keandre Jackson. MVP. Again, and they're getting guys because you have your star power if you're the Ravens. But it's other guys stepping up, too, over these past couple of weeks that have really made an impact. So, all right, let's check in on the Bills. Yeah. What a awful day for Buffalo. Any given Sunday, I guess. Yeah, Keandre Jackson and New Anthony Levine. Kieran, I like the sound of that. Yeah, and this is a good point by Władysław, where the thing with Henry is he's kind of like a freight train, right? Where that train needs a little time to get going, and then all of a sudden, boom, it's fast. Where Henry does have some acceleration out of the backfield, but the more he gets going, the more he is dangerous. Where I think people just look at Derrick Henry and how big and how much of a like huge body build he has, and he's like, oh, he's just a short yardage guy. But that's not. Derrick Henry is a lot more than that. He's actually more of a speed player, for being honest. He just has the power behind him when he gets going. So, there are a lot of things that we can talk about. Now, if you can get a stop here defensively, Ravens, they've had all the momentum since that weird sequencing by the Vikings at the end of the first half. They have it all. There's no momentum for Minnesota right now. Nothing. The Ravens have completely snuffed them out right now. You just got to keep it. And the Ravens are a momentum team. Like, they're a huge momentum team. One swing, one way or the other, momentum-wise, they either are the most unstoppable team in the NFL or they completely collapse. Like, they're a huge momentum play team. They feed off of those for better or for worse. And right now, it's for better. And Baltimore's been incredible at taking the ball away over the last 3 weeks. Here's a same exact spot for Tyler Loop on the kickoff. Hopefully, same result. Oh, the ball did come out again. No way. And the Ravens have it again. The Ravens have it. Is that Hummel at the bottom? The Ravens have the ball again. No, is that Keaton? Am I seeing it right? Okay, I think I saw it wrong. I think the Vikings have it. That is so funny. That is so funny. Vikings trying to return kicks. All right, here's a handoff to Jordan Mason on first down. Huge run there by Jordan Mason. So now it's up to the defense. Can't let the Vikings get momentum here. Ravens have gotten a few big breaks with the turnovers, bad JJ McCarthy throws. Let's see what they can put together here. Another false start. Mistake. I mean, the Vikings just all over. Is this something about post? Did the Ravens have like some post buy? Actually, I saw that there was, I think, a Ravens fan. He went to the Purple Evening and sprinkled like water around the locker room. Maybe the Ravens have had some other some forces on their side here. I don't know. All right, first and 15 over the middle to Thielen. Going to pick up that yardage back and some more. Second and 3 here for the Vikings. McCarthy back to throw. He's going to fire it out to Mason. He's going to make this a third and manageable for them, third and short. My eyes have been killing me all day here. All right, halfway or just under halfway to go. About 6 minutes to go in the third here. 3rd and 2 for the Vikings. They're not going to throw a deep ball on this play, I'll tell you that. Going to be a quick, ball tipped at the line. The Ravens, one of the best teams in the NFL, tipping the ball at the line. 4th and 2, Kyle Hamilton all over the place. They might go for this. Hamilton with the juke tip ball. Just hit off his arm. They're doing the jumpies. The jumpies. Yep, looks like they're going to go for this. I would go for this. So Ravens are going to send pressure. I'm sure of it. They're sending everybody at the line here. Yep, here it comes. Oh, they dropped guys back, though. McCarthy has to look. He has to fire. Dropped. Incomplete. Huge play. Oh, there is a flag, though. I don't know what the flag is. McCarthy's walking off the field, though, so. Was there a fight or something? What is happening? There's more fighting going on. All right, well, Thielen, I mean, this is an implosion by the Vikings. I have no idea what's happening. All right, let's see. Oh, I see what happened. All right, so it was an illegal block. So the Ravens will get the ball at the Vikings 38-yard line. Lamar with a quick play out. Oh, tipped in the air and incomplete. Yeah, this is illegal. You can't. He leans. I mean, he's stationary. The Vikings are on their back foot right now. 2nd and 10. Hand off to Henry. They're going to have to get a defensive stop here to force the Ravens to punt this ball back to them. But the Ravens defense right now is all over the place. What's Henry's stat line right now? 11 carries for 33 yards. I'd try to use Keaton a little more. Like, if the Vikings don't get this stop, it's scary for them. I'll say that. So they're going to have to get something here. Flowers in motion. 3rd and 9. Vikings will send pressure to go out. Oh, okay. All right. Van Ginkel got the tip. So that'll be 4th. They got the stop they needed. Oh, well, you got a car out there. Probably heard. I saw the thing go up. I know you heard that. Oh, they're going to kick the field goal with Loop. All right. This is big. They give the Vikings the ball back with great field position if he doesn't hit this. Loop. Nope. He's been flirting with that upright the whole game, and he missed one. So now the Vikings get the ball back around midfield. I don't know if I would have kicked that. Loop certainly has the leg, and it's indoors. Just barely. But they were in a position where they could. I mean, you just hope it doesn't come back to bite them. But I got to give Tyler credit because he had that tough kickoff earlier in the game to give him it like right before the end of the half. And then he put 2 in the absolute perfect spot. I think they wanted to kick that ball for the chance of the field goal so they could kick the ball back to the Vikings again to see if they could fumble for the 3rd time in a row. that might be why they took the risk. Oh, the Bills scored a touchdown. They also, I think, failed the 2-point conversion. No, wait, they didn't. Apparently. No, yes, they did. What am I saying? This game is not over. I'll say that. This game is 100% not over. They need to continue to stop things defensively. All right, here we go. First and 10, McCarthy play action. Going to fire it out to Aaron Jones. Marlon just kind of one-armed him, and Jones is able to fall ahead with Smith and Buchanan for a 1st down. I'm telling you, game's not over. The Vikings have made a lot of mistakes here, but still got 20 minutes to go, 20 and a half minutes to go, 19 and a half minutes to go. This is why I do this, and I'm not a math person. It's never my calling. 4 minutes and 15 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. McCarthy going to toss this out to Aaron Jones, who is going to get a huge hole here and going to fall forward for another 1st down. Oh, okay. Not great. Not great. Not great. So Ajabo just gets too far up the field, and then everyone else is accounted for, and then Roquan can't get there in time. All right. Going to be a quick play to Jefferson, who does have room, and he'll pick up close to a 1st down. If not, he have another 1st down. Going to keep the clock moving. This is methodical by Minnesota. They are not wasting any time. They saw soft coverage on the outside, Wiggins one-on-one, and they gave Jefferson the 1st down there. So all right. Bend, don't break. It's time to tighten up right here for this Ravens defense. I'd expect a run here on 1st down. False start again. That's like the 4th or 5th false start this Minnesota team has had. Just absolute drive killers. That was multiple guys, too. That was Darisaw and the tight end. McCarthy went to audible or changed something at the line, and yeah, it was Hawkinson, not 89, and Darisaw both false started. That's just like they're showing it on the broadcast. Ravens 1 for 5 penalties. Vikings 8 for 75. How many times has that been the reverse? And we've seen the Ravens lose games because of it. I mean, shout out to Baltimore for playing not sloppy football so far today in that regard. Dre'Mont Jones in the game. 1st and 15. McCarthy he just sailed that ball. Probably best he did because the Ravens had guys there to stop that. So now it's 2nd and 15. And if you're Minnesota, you're not in a great spot because of the penalty. They felt like they had to pick up some yards there on a screen just to get something back, and they got nothing back. So I didn't love the call to kick up that field goal, but hopefully the Ravens can stop the Vikings here and limit the damage. 2nd and 15. Hamilton showing blitz at the line. He'll drop back. Van Noy with the win. McCarthy stepping up in the pocket. He's going to fire in the end zone. Incomplete. Good coverage there by Elohi Gilman on Justin Jefferson. 3rd and 15. Really, really timed that ball up well. Ravens just kind of pass him off. Move there from Jefferson. Jefferson might have dropped that ball, actually. He did technically drop. I think Gilman would have still forced it out, but Jefferson did drop the initial ball. Weird day for Justin Jefferson. So 3rd and 15 now. Minnesota just has to think of. I mean, you try to go for the first down here because you can't kick a field goal from the 25. Ravens cannot give up a 3rd and 15. You just can't do it. McCarthy's going to look. He's going to fire this ball. And there's no flag. Huge stand there by the Ravens defense. That's the bend, don't break. There it is. Chidobe Awuzie on Jefferson. Yeah, it was hand fighting both ways. Good no call. Awuzie turned his head for the ball. Uncatchable, too. Massive. So now here's a 43-yarder on 4th and 15. That kick is up and that kick is good. All right, so back to a one-possession game, but really solid stand for the Ravens defense. Got to put the ball. I mean, look, even a field goal, get it back to 2 possessions here, so that's fine, but need to score a touchdown. All right, it's offense time. It's already 3:21. See, this is what I'm saying. Time just doesn't feel real when you're watching games. I don't know if anybody else feels that way. We're going to have, again, more coverage for you, though, today after this watch along with the Instant Reaction Show and the Locked On Ravens Squad Show. So we're going to have the Instant Reaction about 15 to 30 minutes-ish after this ends. And then we're going to have the Squad Show after that. So be sure to check in, hit the like and subscribe button. Helps out the community, helps out the channel and the show, video form and audio form. Caught Charlie Kohler doing. They did the smelling salt. That could be a meme. All right, here's the kickoff. All right, now Ravens, please don't fumble on this kickoff. Here's LeJounte. Oh, take this ball up. Nice little return there. Showing the Bills. Oh, is this the Keon Coleman? Yeah. Bills touchdown. That happened a while ago, though. All right, so ball at the 33 for Lamar. Play action. Lamar going to fire it over to Henry, who's going to pick up 8 or 9 yards. Going to be second and short. Solid start to the drive. You got, Lamar. Oh, look at that Lamar sidearm. Look at that Lamar sidearm. Andrews with the little pick also. All right. Can they go heavy on heavy here? I mean, they have Hopkins. It's not like heavy personnel, but can they go their O-line versus Vikings D-line and get some push if they run this ball at Derrick Henry? Let's see. They got Ricard in. Oh, there's Henry with the first big Henry run of the day. All right. Huge. Pick up another first down here. Yep, they just have a hat on a hat. Ricard gets out in space. Picks up a guy at the second level. Ricard in motion. Going to be play action. Lamar firing over the middle to Hopkins. Pick up 7 or 8. Hopkins, it looks like he has something in his eye. Or his face, it looked like. Hopefully he's all right. Ravens can... No, they have to run one more play. Second and 1. Oh, and they got too far upfield. It's going to be another first down. Vikings got way too far upfield. All right. All right, the Baltimore Ravens have entered the fourth quarter with a lead. With a lead, it's nervous time. It's nervous time. Yep, John, I hear you. I want a touchdown too. A touchdown wouldn't, there's still game to go. Wouldn't put the game away like the game is over, but man, it would put him in a really good spot. A really good spot. I need Keaton. Come on now. And these commercials seem like they go on forever. I don't know if it's just me. All right, here we go. Here we go. All right. Vikings showing pressure. Fourth quarter begins. Henry run. Oh, Voorhees with a little carry job on Henry right there. You can see him kind of wrap him. All right. Nice little first down run. And again, this is where Derrick Henry's most effective. You know, the defense for Minnesota's been playing a lot in this game. What's time of possession actually in this one? Time of possession, 25 minutes to 20 minutes. So Minnesota's defense out there playing a lot. This is where Derrick Henry becomes the closer. Gets a little harder to tackle Derrick Henry after every play. Ravens are going to do something at the line here. Here's a Henry carry. He's going to fall just short. It's going to be 3rd and 1. It's so funny. Henry's so big, he just falls forward and gets like a yard or two because he's such a massive human being. All right, 3rd and 1. Heavy on heavy. Can they win it? Let's see. Yeah, Henry will cut outside. Oh. Henry tripped that. That was really awkward. Henry just slipped. Yeah, Henry just bounced it right outside. Everyone was in the middle there. Oh, yeah, Henry just lost his footing. All right. Well, got the first down anyway. Run time off the clock. I'm cool with that too. 1st and 10. Here's another Henry toss. Ravens are getting push up front now. You can see it likely in, who was that? Rosengarten getting just pushing guys back. They're getting some push now. If they can score a touchdown here and take like 5 minutes off the 4th quarter clock, they're in a really good spot. Really good spot. Here's Keaton. All right, Keaton will get 3rd and 2 for Baltimore. All right, let's see. Derrick Henry. Oh. Is a timeout. Ravens call a timeout. Interesting. All right. Well, hopefully it doesn't come back to bite him a little later. Wouldn't like that at all. All right, Ravens getting some big bodies on the field here. Henry's short yardage. I mean, again, he's had success on this drive. Andrews was doing the tush push. Now he's back out. Vikings have to adjust. Ravens are adjusting. Still 12 on the play clock. They're all right. Vikings will play press up. Lamar going to run this ball. He's going to get to the end. He's going to, I thought he was going to get in the end zone. All right, still 1st down. He got tripped up by Isaiah Rodgers. I thought he had a path to the end zone there. Now you should be able to score a touchdown here. Rodgers got blocked, and then he just kind of got up and it got in Lamar's face. Got his legs. Yeah. Lamar's laughing about it. Ravens using a lot of motion at the line. I like the looks. Here's Lamar. Andrews is open. And that's a touchdown. All right. Boom. Like, against these middling to poor teams, this is what you should be doing. Again, the Vikings are like not that great of a team, but this is what you need to be doing. This is encouraging. You know, you're not going to see the Vikings in the playoffs with the Dolphins or the Bears, but look at what's happening to the Bills, to the Dolphins. Like, the Ravens are doing what they're supposed to be doing now. It wasn't pretty early, but like they got that momentum. Now they're going to go for 2 to make it a 14-point game. But, you know, it's not as easy as it looks. I mean, the Ravens have had plenty of times where, you know, they don't beat bad teams that they're supposed to. But, you know, that's what has to happen. You need to be able to do it. So here's a 2-point play. Pressure for Lamar. Fires it wide open. Is Rashod. Man, this Minnesota. So, all right, just for context, it's now a 14-point game. Coming into this game, the Minnesota defense was middling. They were 16th in the NFL in rushing and 19th in the NFL in passing defense. So, again, like they revamped their O-line or their O-line and D-line. But the thing that's impressive to me, well, actually, might not be as impressive as I thought. Well, the Ravens have actually picked it up on third down. So the Vikings coming in with the 7th rated third down defense in the NFL and the 5th best red zone defense in the NFL. So you've certainly seen that come to fruition for the most part. But I think that like what we're seeing is what they need to be doing against these teams that are middling to poor. And they're going to have a lot of these teams. Look, let's look at the Ravens schedule. All right, after this game, you got the Browns, the Jets, the Bengals, and the Steelers. You got a lot of AFC North games coming up, but you have to win as many games in the next 1, 2, like including this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games in this next month and a half. You have to win as many of those games as possible because that Patriots, Packers, Steelers stretch to end your season is going to be really tough. So against these teams that are middling to poor, you need to make statements. You need to find momentum. You got to do it. Well, hey, hopefully we're online for a very fun instant reaction show and a very fun post-game show here on Locked On Ravens. I assume we are. I hope so. So be sure to hit the like and subscribe button in video form or follow along in audio form. I thought I just accidentally exited the stream for a second. Wait, who scored? The Ravens scored a touchdown or the Bills or the Dolphins scored a touchdown? Oh, wow. The Bills are getting blown out. Oh my word. Whew. All right, here's a kickoff for the Vikings. Are they going to fumble? No, they're not going to fumble. I was hoping for the fumble again, but unfortunately it did not happen. Derrick Henry now is tied himself for the most rushing yards of all time for high school Derrick Henry. In breaking news, the Eagles have ruled out Jaire Alexander knee/coach's decision for tomorrow against the Packers. All right, here's a handoff to Jordan Mason, who has a wide open hole on the edge. There are still some concerns defensively here. Now, it shouldn't, I'm saying shouldn't matter in this game. Nate got run over, but still was able to make the tackle-ish. All right, 1st and 10 for the Vikings. That's going to be a false start. False start again. It feels like the Vikings have been on 1st and 15 this entire game. Look, now I'm gonna say that and there's gonna be an interference. Yep. All right. I literally said, now I'm gonna say that and there's gonna be a penalty. And there was. Literally 5 seconds after I say that, there is a Ravens penalty. That's why we do that's reverse shanks. We're 3 for 3. That one went against the Ravens. So that, look, hand up. It's on me. It's on me. So 1st and 10 for the Vikings. McCarthy. Oh, get the sack. Travis Jones gets in there. Vikings have been playing behind the sticks all day. All day. This is a weird week in the NFL. The Saints are beating Carolina. The Jets are beating, well, yeah, I guess the Jets with their trades are beating the Browns, but that's not huge. And the Dolphins and the Bills game is just nuts. Is Josh Allen even still playing? Yeah, he is. All right. All right. 2nd and 13. McCarthy takes the snap. He's looking. Gonna fire just short to Hawkinson. Really great stuff there by Buchanan. Hit him immediately. Oh, huge throw on 3rd and 9. Jefferson, nope. He can't get there. Jefferson's upset. He might get flagged. Okay, there is a flag. All right. Well, he charged that ref. Awuzie held his arm. That's why he was upset. Jefferson's had a bad game. It's been rough. I want to see this one again. It looked on the initial live play like Awuzie held his arm. I want to see it again. No, that's just hand fighting. Hold on. It looked like he held it. No, he didn't even. No, it's just hand fighting. That's just hand. That's not a flag. That's not a flag. That's not a flag. It's hand fighting. It's hand fighting. So 1st and 10 from the 20. Bad call from the refs there. Jordan Mason. I need to. That was a bad call. 2nd and 9. McCarthy's going to look. He's going to fire it out to Naylor. Up around the head and neck area, but still legal there. Trying to find the replay. It's going to be 3rd and 3. Vikings absolutely need a touchdown here. They're down by 2 of them, so. Third and 3 for the Vikings. Jordan Addison in motion. McCarthy takes the snap. McCarthy's going to look. He's going to fire. Tip ball again. And, barely not intercepted. Another tipped pass. I think Jenkins got his hand on that one, if I saw it right. Yep, Jenkins got his hand on that one. 4th and 3. Vikings have to go. The Ravens are one of the best teams, if not the best teams in the league at deflections at the line. And it is so, Urban does it really well. Pierce did it really well when he was in Baltimore. They've been really, really good at that. And it's such a huge thing. Because I don't know, that ball, I don't know where it was going. But absolutely massive play. All right, so now 4th and 3. Vikings need to get this or else they're in trouble. McCarthy's looking. He's going to fire in the end zone or near the... Nope, incomplete. Jefferson tried to sell it. Jefferson is in his head. Nate Wiggins. He's won that. He's won that Justin Jefferson battle today. Honestly, that one was more of a PI than the other one was. The Wiggins hold and turn was more of a PI than the Awuzie one was. So I guess there was one called pass interference on the wrong play. Huge. It's looking like it's about to be a fun instant reaction. This is, look, again, the Vikings aren't a team you're going to see in the playoffs, but these are still really important wins that show you something about this team. So, a lot of positives, some things they can still improve on, but again, you'd rather improve on it after a win than after a loss. And again, like if you can sustain this stuff against worse teams, it's going to give you. Oh, what in the world is Faleve doing on this play? He's just trying to zone guys. All right. Well, 1st and 10, Henry with the carry. Up, they saw that one coming from a mile away. Some of the Henry runs are too predictable. Like that's one thing that they need to figure out. All right. Second and 10. Lamar going to take the snap, pressure off the edge. Lamar going to get sacked. Oh boy. That was just off. I think that was Stanley. I mean, multiple guys got there. But I saw initially, oh, was it Ricard? It was, yeah, it was Ricard. Yeah, Ricard and Voorhees, both of them. All right. 3rd and 17. And incomplete. Ay, okay. Well, and they stopped the clock. Not a good series at all. So now here comes Jordan Stout. Stout, that was an interesting punt. It's a booming kick. It's going to land out of bounds. About the 39-yard line. This offense has had a rough go of it. I can't believe it. They're just this is false start after false start after false start after false start. This is unbelievable. The Vikings have had more mistakes in this game than Miami had last week. And that's something to say because Miami had a ton of mistakes last week. All right, so 1st and 15. McCarthy going to fire this over the middle, complete to Jordan Addison. Going to take that ball down. All right, let's see. Vikings doing a bit of hurry up here. McCarthy, Mike Green. McCarthy steps up. McCarthy going to throw the ball. No, that was an uncatchable ball. That ball was so far out of bounds. There's no way. They're not going to call that. They're not going to call that. The ball was over his head, out of bounds, like by 5 yards. No, there's no shot. he couldn't have made it to that ball. Okay. All right, here's McCarthy's on the run. He's going to fire that ball to nowhere. All right, 2nd and 10. McCarthy. Oh, Roquan with the diving intercept. This Ravens team. All right, he's already down. He doesn't need to run. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. What a play. 4 turnovers on the day for Baltimore. Actually, I think it's 5 with the... No. No, because, yeah, the fumble. What are they doing? Doing line sprints? Oh, man. Roquan read that. Really solid read by Roquan. You can tell the second he got it. Mm. What a... Wow. What an interception. Wait. It's incomplete? What? That... How? So now it's 4th and 10. McCarthy is going to get up and just try to throw this ball, and it's going to be caught by Naylor. What is happening? This is one of the weirdest endings of the game I've ever seen. And now McCarthy's going to step up. He's going to try to run and dive. What is happening? So here's McCarthy going to fire it. Nope, that ball bounced. Incomplete. Dude, the Dolphins are just smoking the Bills right now. Oh, my word. All right, JJ on 3rd and goal. Nope, incomplete. Out of the end zone. Travis Jones, not going to count as a tip, but he did get his arm in on McCarthy there. All right, another false start. It's so funny talking about the refs in a game where Minnesota has like a billion penalties. Come on. All right. It's 4th and goal. McCarthy gonna fire this in the back of the end zone. Oh, Naylor scored that. Oh my. Are you kidding? That's crazy. Yep, he got both feet down. Oh no, hey, oh, that ball, did it move? Hold on. Hold on. Are they going to go for... So they're just going to be uber aggressive here. All right. 2-point attempt. So they're trying to go for the win. McCarthy going to fire it out to Jeff. Oh! Really well timed by Awuzie. Wow. So now Minnesota, if they do end up somehow coming out with a touchdown, they will have to get a 2-point conversion to tie the game. So they ran kind of like a pick play there. Awuzie played the ball and timed it up well. They're trying to force feed the ball to him, but it's not working. All right. Well, the Ravens need 2 first downs. And they need to run the ball. So there are multiple flags on this return. Oh, wow. Wester fumbled, but the ball was out of bounds. I also don't know what these flags are. Illegal formation on a kickoff? This is not an inspiring end to this game. They just need a couple firsts. They just need a couple firsts. Here's Lamar on a run. We'll get a decent chunk. Minnesota going to start calling their timeouts early. I don't know if I would have called a timeout there if I was Minnesota. All right, 2nd and 4. Here's a Henry run. He's going to be short, but it'll be like 3rd and inches. I don't know why you're taking timeouts on a drive where the Ravens will probably pick up a 1st down. Not guaranteed, but all right, 3rd and 1. Is this going to be a Henry run for the game or not for the game? Oh, it's going to be Ricard who's going to bowl ahead for the 1st. Kind of rolled up on his guys. So Minnesota still has 1 timeout and the 2-minute warning. So this is it for the game right here. One 1st down will effectively end this game because Minnesota has 0. They have no timeouts remaining. So it's just a 2-minute warning now. Sorry. So 220 and then 2 minutes. So if the Ravens can run, so this should be a run here. I would sell out everything to stop a run here if I were the Vikings. And they do. Going to be 2nd and 11. Quick play there too, so that's not great for Baltimore. So if the Ravens don't pick up a 1st down and punt the ball back to Minnesota, Vikings will have 1:20, I think. Around 1:20. Okay. Oh, wow. That ball was on the ground. Ravens 4th quarter. You never know what's going to happen. You never know what's going to happen. Oh, man. That was almost really bad. Just a bad exchange, but luckily it bounced back to Zay. So 2-minute warning here. So this play is for the game. It's for the game. Hit the like and subscribe button here on Locked On Ravens. We're going to have a live win or lose. They can pick up this 1st down. It's going to be a win. If not, it's a little more dicey, but we're going to have the instant reaction show, the Locked On Ravens squad show, Sam and Joku and Kadri Ismail along with myself. Plenty of stuff to dive into on this one for sure. Hey. All right, do we do the reverse jinx here? I think we do the reverse jinx here. The Ravens are gonna not get this third down. Man. Well, I mean, look, I think we're all just kind of sitting here waiting. It's a lot of commercials. A lot of commercials. All right, we're back. All right, Ravens going quick at the line here. It's 3rd and 4. Going to be an outplay. Oh, ball's tipped. And Lamar does the smart thing and bats it down. Smart play by Lamar. But the Ravens did not opt to run clock. So Minnesota's going to get this ball back with a real opportunity to score a touchdown here. Lamar was very aware and kind of held Van Ginkel and batted the ball down to make sure it was not an interception. Now Jordan Stout has the opportunity to flip the field. They're going to try to get a return on this. Flag on the play. This is coming back. It's coming back. Oh, Nick Moore with the hit. Friend of the program, Nick Moore with the tackle. Crunch that, man. All right, so Minnesota, the minute 44, very deep in their own territory. How many penalties does Minnesota have in this game? 12 penalties? Sheesh. All right, McCarthy fires over the middle. Oh, and that was a nasty collision. Almost an interception. And Gilman, looked like Wiggins got to him. He got up. All right, look, definitely laboring, but still in the game. So clock is stopped, minute 39. All right. 2nd and 10. Where you want him to be. Play by the sticks. McCarthy steps up. Oh, he's going to run. What is happening? They're just letting McCarthy run. So the Minnesota has no timeouts. I mean, that's the good thing here. They have to go hurry up. McCarthy steps back to throw. Air that. Hawkinson. Short gain there. Clock's going to tick under a minute. 2nd and 6. Some confusion there, it looked like, from the Ravens. Oh, all right, incomplete. Incomplete, nothing doing. McCarthy on the ground. So 3rd and 6. Vikings have 2 plays here. This is a lot closer than it needs to be. Yeah, Marlon is out. It looks Marlon's definitely hurt right now, and he's playing through it. And look, Marlon has had moments. I mean, you don't want her to be too hurt though. Another false start. Oh man. It's unbelievable. One of the worst games you will ever see. From an offensive line. All right. 3rd and 11. McCarthy steps up. He's going to run again. What? Oh, that was a crazy spin move. All right. 4th down. Fourth down and 4. Timeout by Baltimore. All right. We all gotta just hope that this is okay. 21 seconds to go. This is it for Minnesota. It's been a lot more intense and nerve-wracking than I thought, but it all comes down to this. JJ McCarthy empty. Here comes the snap. Ravens rush 3. McCarthy going to step up. He could have ran. He missed an opportunity. What is going on? McCarthy is going to. Oh, and Aaron Jones can't get it. It's incomplete. The game's over. The game is over. McCarthy missed an opportunity to run. Whew. And that'll do it. That will do it. See, he had a wide open lane. Boom. No one was there. McCarthy. That's a rookie mistake. That's a rookie mistake. And that will be the game. Whew. Well, that was certainly something. The Ravens get the job done. A win is 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 a win. So Ravens will move to 4-5. Get the job done after a shaky first quarter. And look, see it, Karen, I hear ugly win, but it's a win. That's what it is. So appreciate everybody for being here. Only coughed twice during the stream. I was really impressed with myself. So we got to now get through the instant reaction show, which will be really fun. Then the Locked On Ravens squad show. So I'm going to start preparing for that. But be sure you don't go anywhere because we're going to have so much post-game content for you over here on Locked On Ravens. So again, on the way, I hit the like and subscribe button here in video form. You can follow along and subscribe in audio form as well. And I will see you right back here really soon for the instant reaction stream on Locked On Ravens.